Welcome back to the second part of a shared series for our blog posts. This one we're talking about our first 2 years at uni and how they have helped us become the coaches that we are. So the first question I'm going to put to you right on the spot is, from when you first joined uni to now, what do you think's improved? Straight on the spot.
I would say thinking outside the box a bit more. So when I first came to uni, I was already a coach, but I probably did everything by the textbook, did everything structured. Now I'm more balanced in the methods I use, so it's not all structured, and I actually find myself wanting my session to be as messy as possible, like using random practice as the way forward for my coaching. So that's what I've got out. What about you?
Well, I did coaching before I came.
Yeah.
I wasn't really that confident though in being put in, just literally thrown in the deep end. I'm confident, but now I'm 100% more confident. I believe in myself that I can just do a session like that and just go and take it, to be honest with you. In regards to actual then the delivery, I feel I've learnt a lot about, like you just said, random practice, block practice, what not to do, what to do. It's easy on a course like this because everyone's doing the same thing, so you can pick up different things. I picked up a lot of different things from different people, so it's a lot more easier.
Yeah.
I think. But that on the coaching side. But what about your writing?
My writing?
Yeah, so how you were writing in college to how you're writing now. So obviously bringing in literature, bringing in other stuff like
I think it opens your eyes and you see a lot of theory based, and you see a lot of experience in the fact that they've researched these methods and they are successful.
Yeah.
So it's actually tapping into them resources and using them in your sessions, but don't actually and block practice. You want to do that for the whole session because it's good at doing short-term development.
Yeah.
So it's actually picking and choosing the little bits of each topic you read
that you're doing,
and kind of implement them in your own beliefs and in your own session.
Yeah.
Just 3 words sum up university.
3 words.
3 words.
What, the past 2 years?
Past 2 years.
I'm gonna go. I'll do 3 words for the first year, 3 words for the second year, right? So 3 words for the first year was new, exciting, and fun.
Yeah.
The second year, I'm gonna go challenging, hard work, and stressful. Definitely. I just think second year it's just been roller coaster personally for me. I just think I've struggled a lot more this year than I did first year. And I think that's just because of, they say each year is just a massive step from the one that was before. And I think the second year is more about the language you use, because in the first year it's about just getting, dipping your toes in and bringing in literature, and then the second year it's about using proper language with the literature and everything, and then on the third year then you can develop all that into one. So I just think I'm still used to using like drills and stuff like that, and even though you should be using like practices and then block practice, random practice, stuff like that. But what about you? 3 words for 12 years?
First year, so difficult.
Why difficult for the first?
Difficult. I wanted to leave after 2 weeks.
Really?
It wasn't for me. The surroundings wasn't for me, and I think it was just that Wales trip. But as soon as I came back from there,
it's good.
It helped me a lot, and I came stronger from that.
Especially coming from Bury when you know one. Yeah,
exactly. It was unfamiliar for me.
Yeah.
I never shied from a challenge, and I'm glad I didn't. And difficult. Again, exciting. It was learning new things, pushing your boundaries and pushing your knowledge, capabilities, and competence level. So, and the third one would be probably satisfied. I was happy with the first year because
with the grades you got and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it kind of realised that you can actually, because you're more practical, you can actually apply theory to it.
Yeah.
Where I'm more practical based.
Mm-hmm.
My struggle, I thought, would be my theory side, and it hasn't.
Yeah.
So I was satisfied how I did and how the courses. Second year, challenging.
As difficult as the first one or more?
I think it's just the volume of the work.
Yeah.
I don't think the work as such is challenging, or yes, you're learning new harder topics to integrate in your coaching, but the volume of how many assignments you have to do, and sometimes you kind of get lost in how many.
And the fact that it's not just like first year with semester 1, semester 2 blocked in. This year it's
all
a lot of them all year work, isn't it really? So, and it's like, but pack a parcel.
Yeah.
You need that, isn't it really?
So it was challenging. I think it's experience. This year's allowed me to get as much experience as possible. I mean, I work at a high school, I work at a youth club, so I've got two sides there where the timetable allows me to express into these sectors, and so, and the last one is probably again, perception of uni is not actually what you think of. It's not actually university.
It's not sat down
in
a theatre writing stuff down.
Yeah, so I think the perception of university is actually changed in my second.
Do you think it's a good different than what you thought it was going to be, or a bad?
Well, it depends how you learn. I learn it's more beneficial to me because I don't want that. I don't want to be sat down for 2 hours writing.
Yeah.
I want to be engaging with.
This is why we do
discussions.
Because we were all practical people, and we learn best doing. Like me, I learn best doing 100%. Don't get me wrong. There's sometimes where you just think like, I need to sit down and read about this, but then most of the time you're like, if I could do it, you know what I mean, or if I get shown it, then I learn best. Either doing it myself or getting shown it, but not getting shown it as in, here it is on the whiteboard, write it down. Shown it as in, give me a demonstration of how it.
Well, that's the group work, isn't it?
Exactly.
But obviously, a lot of independent work this year, aren't there?
Yeah. So how do you find the independent work? Do you find working better on your own? Because personally, I find working better on my own.
No, I'm more of a group.
Because I just feel like don't get me wrong, I like having other people's opinions in, but sometimes when you're working on something, you just want to.
It depends who the group is, and it depends who the discussion with.
Yeah. I get because
obviously we sat in lectures and we just thought I've had enough because
the group
stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just me. I've got a proper bad OCD when working with groups. I get proper paranoid with other people because I'm always like, what are you doing? Is it right? You know what I mean? But when you've done it, you know what's in it, and you know it's right. You know if it's right. So, last question before we finish: what are you going to take into your third year after doing your first and second year at uni?
I mean, sounds a bit literal, but I'm going to say pretty much everything what I've learned from the first year and second year, and still build on it for the third year. Because there's still a lot of learning to do. There's still, even the third year when I complete, I can still see I've still got another learning process in the next 2 years. So it's just about taking as much in the locker as you can and just adding as many tools into your toolbox as possible, really, and just build on it.
Anything in particular stand out from the first 2 years that you'd literally like?
I think
I'm definitely going to use.
Yeah, I think my terminology of the words I use have improved dramatically since I've started coming to uni. So that stands out for me, but it's still an area for me which I need to improve on.
Oh yeah,
100%. And it will always be a big area to improve on, and I feel that with reading literature and using it in my coaching context, then automatically I will be picking up words and using it without me realising. So overall, I think just take as much into third year as possible and build on it and just hit the ground running with my dissertation. What about you?
I think I'm going to take the work, how focused I am to do the work. I think that's how. First year, I'm very focused, doing a lot of work. Second year, dropped off a little bit, just because after seeing people in the first year do what I've been doing the second year, but I didn't realise that it's actually the second year that's probably the hardest out of them all.
Yeah.
So yeah, that, and then definitely just carrying on with doing everything step by step instead of rushing everything, and definitely focusing on one assignment. Then instead of doing all different bits, just spending a day on that one and spending a day on that one. It's just
time management.
Oh yeah, 100% time management. Because I just think next year, if, like for example, if dissertation, you do a bit of dissertation, and you do a bit of this, and you do a bit of that, everything's just going to get jumbled up, and you're not going to know where you are. And I just think, got to do this until you can't do enough, and then you caught up. Then do this until you can't do enough, and then when something new comes, then you add it on, instead of I'll do 100 words and I'll add a bit later on that I already know I can add on now. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just think time management for me is a big one, but that'll be sorted for me. Sorted.
Thanks for listening.
Cheers.
See you later.